Could you please give an insight into the meaning behind circumstantial events?
Well, circumstantial events is about a lot more than just crime and violence. Although that is an aspect of the narrative, circumstantial events is more about what drives people to their actions and the consequences of those actions. The narrative centres around Daniel and whether Daniel will seek revenge or more conventional justice. And the real idea and meaning of there's no good and evil, only circumstance was largely inspired by real events and the idea that just because people do some bad things doesn't mean they're entirely bad people.
Due to the ending of the series, there has been much speculation about Daniel. In your eyes, is Daniel a good person or not?
Well, initially Daniel decides to work with his older brother John, and when that choice was then taken away from him by the actions of the Commissioner and he was forced to take more drastic action, you might say that he had to do things that were not good, but by the end of the series he chooses to spare the life of the man that wronged him. I was trying to show in the final episodes how difficult that choice was, and to be in the position where Daniel could spare the life of the Commissioner, he did have to hurt others. So, I would say overall he is a good person because the actions of others changed his life, but the whole point of the show is that it isn't straightforward. I guess it's up to you as viewers to decide what you think. He's a good person for me, but I guess it's up to the viewers to decide their own point of view. And of course, if they buy the director's cut on DVD, they can take as many viewings as they like to decide.
Huh. This may be a difficult question, but as you know, at the end of the series, Daniel turns himself in. He chooses to accept the consequences of his actions. Do you think acknowledging the wrongs you have committed and accepting the punishment can ever make up for the wrongs you have committed?
Well, just speaking about Daniel's circumstance, I would say that in part, yes, because, in his defence, when he was taken and forced to fight in the arena, he felt like violence was his only option, that he didn't really have a choice. And by the end of the series, when he's chosen to spare the life of the Commissioner, he has a more genuine choice. He can run, and that would mean he was a free man, but instead he chose to stay and face the consequences of his actions. And although you might say that that can never really make up for the things he's done, it does show the morals of his character. When he had a genuine choice, he made the right one, and that has to count for something.
Moving on from the rights and wrongs, you recently confirmed there will be a season 2. Given how season 1 ended, what are your plans for season 2, particularly concerning Daniel? Will he feature in season 2?
Yeah, of course. I mean, his character won't be exactly the same, but he'll still be the show's protagonist for sure.
Presumably he can't do that from inside a jail cell.
Presumably, but you'll have to wait and see.